I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing
Are
happening?
we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to.
Conclusion.
He's
Of
back.
the Wolf Among Us.
Crooked Man.
I am Bicycle and I will kill Iron Man.
We're watching The Wolf Among Us.
Yes, I'm
Fucker.
Playo Godai, the hottest channel.
I
I
thought
don't
this
know.
was Lords of Shadow 3.
It's been
Oh
hours.
God.
We were
This
worried
is the
you'd run
one
into some trouble.
where
At the
Alucard
Crooked
Belmont
Man's place.
decides
Wow.
that he no
You didn't make
longer
it easy.
can figure out
What
why
happened?
kids love
It
Cinnamon
doesn't matter.
Toast Crunch.
He's here. We got him.
Why are
We
you
can
still
talk about it
talking?
later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm
Why are you still talking?
surprised. Not that you did well, but that,
Yeah, that's
you
what
know,
I thought.
I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
Throughout this entire scene, I just
About
wanted to
time
beat
you
the shit
showed
out
up.
of Beauty
Now
and the
throw
Beast.
this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily.
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You think
girls.
you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook.
This? You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie PoG who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is the rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
Sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Don't worry about it. It's done.
Justice has already been dispatched. Bigby executed him.
He's... what?
dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You're such a polite big bad wolf.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily,
You probably
which
wear
Georgie
sunglasses in
carried
that,
out
too.
on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf,
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering,
This entire
and the
scene's
illegal
great just for
possession and
watching
sale
the
of
Crooked Man
magical
try to
artifacts.
justify
And
every single one of
resisting
his
arrest.
actions,
Oh, yes.
and everybody either
Now, is there
agreeing with
anything
him
you
or
would
shutting
like
the
to
hell
say?
up. It's great.
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead. We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where
well.
it fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even
Just
when
kill
they
'em
don't
already.
deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort
really
of moral
nervous.
fiber. I hired him as a
About
favor to his family,
what's
you
gonna
see.
happen.
A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your
Magic.
point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
She's
Are
really
you that much in
into this.
suspense?
Tell me, Bigby,
No.
when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free.
Oh,
she wasn't
no.
given a choice. Do you really think she wanted that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you
They were
poor and
pretty dumb.
helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you,
Yes, but
wasn't I?
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that mattered, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got
So
my
what
tree
character
back.
was Auntie
I
Greenleaf?
got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help
Like a
poor
nursery
fables
rhyme?
get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself.
Auntie
And what did
Greenleaf
they
and the
do?
White
She
Deer.
wanted my tree destroyed,
not.
but Bigby
It's an American
refused.
folklore.
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true? Don't blame Snow, she had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town.
Oh god.
And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but
Oh,
we'll do
Brindle.
better at protecting you. From people like
Grundle's
him.
so great. He's just like,
The Crooked
nope,
Man's
fuck
been
'em.
exploiting
Gotta
you,
die.
exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Very good, very good.
such a
The
dick.
sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise
Yup.
the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded.
Oh my gosh.
The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a
a
confession that...
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, But I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
Oh my gosh.
Just
Of
me.
course it's right. This man tormented
What
all
the
of you
beast?
for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time.
Oh my
yes?
gosh. This is
Yes.
going poorly.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he
How could you
treated
losing
poor
that
Tweedledee
debate?
when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those
He's like
two
one of those
girls
assholes
dead.
who has an answer
It
for
simply
everything, you know?
never
He's like,
happened.
damn.
Georgie killed Faith and Lily.
Yeah,
End
pretty
of
much.
story. They want to scapegoat me for their own
why it's
tangled
really
ends,
easy to
but
want
they
to see him
refuse to
dead.
answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you. Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain
here.
level of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
me.
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more?
Oh, he's so freaking
Who
crafty.
was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid
Uh-oh.
to command your own destiny?
Somebody's
Not me.
rumbling.
Who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction?
It's not
Who
me.
will dare
It's not
challenge
me.
their
I don't
brutality
think
when it
it's me.
leaks to our
I
dear
don't rumble.
citizens? Who will protect
I
you
rumble.
from the big
Oh
bad
no.
wolf? Who will be
What?
Baby, Miss White.
It was good.
Excuse me,
I-
dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath?
What's she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know.
shut up. You
So
enslaved
good.
us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line.
And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian killed herself. Back at the pudding and pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know-
Nerissa. My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
This just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word
Oh,
of a...
somebody
At
just
least
got
5
served.
other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves.
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're done talking, Crooked Man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt.
That never works.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
There will be more if he isn't stopped.
I don't care.
So we get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision. Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
You should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Oh man.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Dang it.
I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't be
What
serious.
he's done, you're just gonna
Don't
put
you
him in
just kind of wish
prison?
you could
This
just
isn't
kind
the
of
way, Sheriff.
say fuck it about Fabletown and just
Yes.
leave them to
There's a way.
leave them to just suffer because they're just
Alright.
insufferable little bastards, aren't they?
Did you choke him down that well?
Nah.
No, Kirar.
Oh.
No, but I did punch him in the face
Before arresting him?
before arresting him again.
He just loves those Huff and Puffs.
There's so much time left. What's gonna happen?
Not what I was expecting. Morning, Crooked Man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Let's just call it even.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. Well, I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Great.
Bye, Shaggy.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Oh man.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Drunken pig.
Colin's like, yeah, what the fuck ever. This scene was great, though.
The upcoming one or the one that just happened?
This coming up one.
Nice.
Yeah. The one with Toad is pretty great though.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like you go to go help him and he fucks it up anyways.
Yeah.
Good job there, Toad.
I'm going. Jesus.
You give him the money, he fucks it up. You don't give him the money, he
We
fucks
only
it
have
up.
like 5 minutes.
They carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice
Yeah,
fucking
I did a
day.
lot of, the climax, the end of this, I did a lot of research and
Just
I
go grab
paid
that,
real
would
close
you?
attention to the donkey skin.
Sorry about all
fairy
this.
tale.
I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have
Let's
to
see
send
if
me and my
Ring
boy
gets
away,
it.
huh? You promised me I'd get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
Poor kid, I feel
I'm
sorry
sure
for
she'll
this
love it.
DJ.
She said it was pretty.
We're
At
about
least he
ready
can
to
play
head out.
outside now.
What's it like at the farm?
But it's his dad's
I've
fault.
heard ogres live there.
He can
and-
blame
and they
Bigby
eat
all he
people
wants.
in their
You
sleep
in your
sometimes.
playthrough, you
God,
tried to
I
help
hope
him out
not.
as much as you
Do
could.
we have to go? I want to stay here.
Aww.
We don't have a choice anymore.
I'm sorry, TJ. But, look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
Don't be a butt.
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
How should I know?
He was being a dick, so I just been a dick back.
Saying goodbye?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
It's okay. I get it.
Listen, I came here because
Oh,
I have to
no.
tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Marissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah.
Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then...
Oh, God.
What
I should
happened?
have gave her a cigarette.
Can you tell me anything
Yeah.
else?
Brilliant.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie
didn't?
came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an
I think I
example
comforted
of
her or
us.
something like
We had
that.
committed treason.
Or something.
And while the two of us
It
were
just
sitting
happened.
there, as he
I
was
know.
telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you
I
said.
know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess it worked out in the end. I can't hold that against you.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... That night, after Faith, I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them, could at least save the rest of us.
Why would you do that?
I couldn't think of any other way to get your attention.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us.
That's not true.
It is. You've just never seen it before. But now you have. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
Huh. Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
So what?
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
What's gonna happen?
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about that?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
I'm not
I hope
gonna
you
say
find what you're
anything.
looking for.
What?
What?
Take a guess.
No. I'm not going to.
Alright, it shall remain a mystery. If
I'll see
you
you
people
around.
watching could guess it, leave it in the comments.
You mean the whole 3 people that watch our videos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm one
Wait,
of
you're
them.
not gonna tell me?
No, you're supposed to figure it
You're
out.
supposed to figure
Well,
it
I
out.
don't want to.
No, tough.
In my defense, I missed like the first couple of these, or at least the first one.
Well, yeah, that is right. That is true.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you after the recording's done. So.
Hell yeah. I don't have to use my brain.